a little bit hard for you.
We win.
Do it.